Alameda High School Chorale, and we're so happy to be with you today. We'd like to share some Christmas spirit with you.
thank you so very much for coming, each and every one of you. It really means a lot to see all of you here. Well, that was my welcome, I guess. I wanted to start by introducing Linda Lother, because I think it's important for you to get some background on this award. Linda is the CEO of the Michigan Center for Assisted Living, an organization that works closely with assisted living communities throughout the state and is nationally affiliated with the American Healthcare Association and the National Center for Assisted Living. Linda has a strong history in supporting facilities and has a passion for helping homes achieve their highest level of quality services. I personally believe that Linda also has a passion for assisting others in reaching their goals, as she's always been there for me. And I consider her a good friend. Linda, there you go.
I'm a little shorter than Lori, but just a little. It really is my honor to be here this morning and to help recognize an unbelievable achievement. When you're not as close to the day-to-day on this and the work that's done in these communities, you really can't even begin to grasp the amount of effort and buy-in from the team that it takes to make this kind of achievement possible. And so I just really want to start out by congratulating a really outstanding team of individuals who work at this place, who call this place their second home, as they work with their residents and the residents' families in caring for the elders who live here. So how about a hand for the employees here first of all? It's an honor to be here with all of you this morning. Very glad that Congresswoman Candice Miller was able to be here with us as well. The full village team, Paul and Jeff as owners, Lori and all of the staff, as well as the residents and the family members that are represented here. I'm very excited to be able to assist in honoring the Village Assisted Living for this achievement. The Michigan Center for Assisted Living is very involved in encouraging and assisting Michigan homes in achieving higher quality initiatives and service for their staff and their residents. The American Healthcare Association and the National Center for Assisted Living Quality Award Program began in 1996. It began to provide a pathway for providers of long-term care services to journey towards performance excellence. The program is based on the core values and criteria of the Baldrige Performance Excellence Program, which is really high level. The ACA NCAL Quality Award Program has 3 progressive step levels: bronze, silver, and gold. Applications are judged by trained examiners who provide feedback on opportunities for improvement to support continuous learning, and facilities must achieve an award at each level to progress to the next level. MCAL, the Michigan Center, helped to prepare our communities for this arduous award application process by taking them through a 3-year preparation program that we do here in Michigan. And the village has previously been honored at the top level in Michigan for that program, which led us to encourage and them to get very involved in the national opportunity for recognition for the work that they've done. Lori will tell you more about that experience in just a minute. In the Bronze Award, the level that they have been recognized at is a commitment to quality. Applicants began their journey in quality by developing an organizational profile including vision and mission statements and awareness of their environment and customers' expectations, and a demonstration of their ability to improve a process. In 2013, this year, only 7 assisted living homes in Michigan achieved this amazing goal. 7. Now, to put that in a little bit of context, this type of home in the state of Michigan, There are approximately 2,000 in the state. So now let's bring that down to only 7. And the state has achieved this. And for all of you, a great deal of pride in the village, who is one of those. It was an honor to be present in Phoenix, Arizona earlier this fall when Lori accepted this award on behalf of the team at the village, to watch her cross stage and walk the red carpet. It was an exciting time. And at this point, I'm going to hand the podium back to Lori so she can tell you more. So Lori, congratulations.
So, to look back on our journey to quality, I found that everybody here is committed to excellence, starting right up at the top. We all understand that quality is not a program. It's a way of doing good business, and we believe in a culture of quality. We define that as doing the right thing at the right time, the right way, for the right person, and having the best possible results. It's our wholehearted commitment to quality that I believe sets us apart. It's easy to strive for excellence when the ones you're caring for are such amazing people. Part of what are to be considered the greatest generation. In my 14 years here, I've met countless remarkable people. Many teachers, nurses, telephone operators. We had the first female car salesperson here in Michigan. And many of our ladies were Rosie the Riveters during the war. These folks have witnessed many changes in the world. They've seen the innovations of wood-burning stoves to gas furnaces, horses to cars, and the inception of many other modern conveniences. We enjoy each and every one of our residents and their stories. Like the woman who loved to dance, and remember the dance hall in Mills, South Dakota, where she danced to the band called the Honolulu Fruit Gum Orchestra, who in time and after national recognition became Lawrence Welk and his orchestra. Yeah, she had some stories to tell. There was a woman who held a job as a head server in the Arthurdale Homestead Inn. This was the first federal homestead project under President Roosevelt's administration. And that in of itself was a very interesting story she had to tell. But she remembers how the president was very proud of this project and that he visited often. When the train would come in, the porters would jump out with their white gloves on to polish the train's brass handles before the president came out. She told me she was always assigned on that day when the president came because she possessed the manners and the etiquette to serve the president. Then there was the woman who worked side by side her husband with their 6 children on their farm. This was their living. They took the produce to the Eastern market to sell it. When her husband died, leaving her with 6 young children and the farm to work, the IRS imposed an inheritance tax on her as she was classified as chattel, or for all intents and purposes, owned by her husband. She hired an attorney, fought it, and won, changing the law for future widows. All of our residents have incredible stories, and it can be a daunting job caring for all of these folks, but our employees have not been overwhelmed by the forest, but rather enchanted by each and every tree. They are the backbone of this organization. They truly respect and care for each resident they interact with. Quality is integral to their work. At all levels, our employees show dignity and compassion to the residents seeking their assistance. I know this to be true based on just what I see happening in this building every day. But I was reminded of the unsung heroes, those who bring doing the right thing home, when I attended a social function. There, a woman told me a story of her mother-in-law, who we'll call Anna. She still resides here. And Anna needed to have her wedding rings cut off because her fingers had swelled so much and we simply couldn't remove them. Anna had been married for many years, and while her husband had passed some time back, these rings were the reminder of the love that they shared together. And as often women do, Anna didn't remove her rings. So as you can imagine, the day the rings were to be removed, she was quite upset. She was told they would be back resized in a couple of days, but still Anna could not imagine not having a ring on her finger. At this point, her caregiver took a ring from her own finger and placed it on Anna's until her rings were to be returned to her. A couple of days turned into 5 weeks, and Anna wore the caregiver's ring the whole while. It was the right thing to do. Our vendors are very special people. Hospice of Michigan has been caring for one of our residents who, with her husband, founded the Cactus Society of Detroit, a group that enjoyed cacti so much as to travel all over the world to see different species. With her husband, she wrote a manuscript that contained their journals and their minutes and meetings of the society. They had always meant to have it bound. And this is where the Hospice of Michigan stepped in and bound the manuscript that the resident was so proud of. It was the right time. We are blessed to have so many volunteers with incredible stories of what they've done for our residents. Many have started their relationship with us as a family member and then became a volunteer, caring now only solely for the other residents. These stories are great examples of how caring for one another only feeds on itself. Achieving this award is a testament to the caring and professional way our entire staff works with the residents and their families. Although it's not about the awards for us, we are so proud to be recognized with this distinction. We will go on to apply for the silver and the gold. Although it's not about the awards for us, but rather more about improving upon the quality of the residents' lives. And when it comes right down to it, that's all that really matters. Now, I know we've done it twice, but I'd love to give a round of applause They truly are a fabulous team to work for. And if I had to talk about the staff, I'd get all broke up, so I'm not going to do that. But now I want to introduce a couple of fabulous guys, the owners, Jeff Prees and Paul Verley.
Thank you, Lori. Words could not express, even though I don't say it often enough, the appreciation and the gratitude we have for the staff, Lori's team, that every day, 24/7, 365 are here to meet the needs of the people that Jeff and I so sincerely care about. This award is well-deserved, and so is the recognition. Lori talked about doing the right thing. I've owned this care facility since 1985. Jeff came on in 1997. We've owned it together, and during that time, it's always been our mission to do the right thing. But what does that mean? This award puts up some perspective. Lori did a wonderful job of talking about that. It talks about a commitment that Jeff and I have to give Lori and her team the tools and the vision that she needs to provide the absolute best services to the residents here. A commitment that every person here, 365 days a year, has, regardless of the circumstances in their own family, the weather, or the holidays, is here to meet the needs, always setting their sights higher, striving to reach the next level, offering even better services to our residents. And that's what this award's all about. We're going to go for higher awards, like Lori said. We're going to go for the silver and the gold. Not for the recognition, but to assure, like Lori said, that we are doing the best we can to honor the generation that we've been privileged to be associated with. We're privileged to have them call us their home for a period of time in their lives. We take seriously the trust that is put in us as owners and as caregivers, because it's a tremendous amount of trust that residents put in us and their families. And we take it very seriously, and we strive and aspire to reward that trust. Team goes beyond our own staff, though. And it stands, Lori made reference to some vendors, and so I'm going to use Jeff, let him say a few words and recognize some of our vendors.
First of all, I want to personally thank Lori and her staff, because they've done a wonderful job here at the Village Assisted Living, and they do really deserve this award. There are other partners that are involved in providing or helping us provide this care, and I just want to mention a few of them. Some of them are here, some of them are not. From our ProSure Fund from Workers' Compensation, we have Judy Caroselli and Chris Sider here. From Omnicare, I know Chris Finazzo was over at the nursing home, but he and Lisa Schucke from Omnicare help us greatly. Vicki Clanky from Bay Nursing, who is here. Thank you, Vicki. From Great Lakes, we have Sue Christensen, who provides a hospice service for us, along with Dave Robinson from Hospice of Michigan, who Lori's mentioned. Steve Eaton is here from Romeo Computer, who keep us, our IT function going properly, which is a key thing. And probably two of the very key people who I don't think either of them are here, but our medical director, Dr. Grewal, and our attending physician, Dr. Alex Kuzmano, are both key people in providing service to our residents and keeping us functioning and working to take care of the residents the best we can. So thanks to those people. And anyone I missed, I apologize, but thank you all for those of you that help us provide service to the residents and to be an adjunct service to the staff. So thank you very much.
And briefly, I do want to mention the Healthcare Association of Michigan, which is a tremendous force that helps us as providers in the state. Elizabeth Thomas here from the Healthcare Association of Michigan. And of course, Linda, who you heard speak from the Michigan Center for Assisted Living, are hugely involved in helping us provide the services we provide. But our honor today, it is my honor to introduce our most distinguished guest, Congresswoman Candice Miller. Congresswoman Miller represents the Michigan's 10th Congressional District, and she, of course, is the United States House of Representatives. She's our representative here in Macomb County, and she represents citizens in 5 other counties around the state. Her political career, which is, I've always been a big fan, by the way. It's the first time I've met you. I'm serious. I can explain a little bit as I talk.
After my remarks.
She's had an outstanding political career, starting in Harrison Township, where she was supervisor in 1979, elected the youngest supervisor in the history of that township. She then became Macomb County Treasurer, where she was the first Republican to win countywide office in over 60 years in Macomb County. She then, of course, as most of you know, became the Michigan Secretary of State. Now, I had gone to the Secretary of State's office before Congresswoman Miller was given that post, and I went after her. And I'm telling you, she campaigned on a promise to, make the office more efficient and more customer friendly. And believe me, she did. Anybody else notice a difference? You aren't the only one that noticed the difference, because she was reelected for a second term. Not only was she reelected, she won every county in the state in that election and was the first Michigan elected official to win by more than 1 million votes. Congresswoman Miller has served in Congress for more than a decade now, since 2002. She's known for her commitments to reducing taxes, downsizing government, something close to my heart, protecting the environment, especially our Great Lakes. Very involved in that, promoting industry growth in the state of Michigan, tremendous advocate for us here, and national security. She's currently the chair of the House Administration Committee, which oversees federal elections and the day-to-day operations of the House. She's the only female chair in the House of Representatives. She's vice chair of the Homeland Security Committee. She's chair of the Subcommittee on Border and Maritime Security. She also sits on the Transportation and Infrastructure Committee. We are so honored today to have her here with us today to recognize our outstanding staff. Congresswoman Candice Miller.
Thank you so very, very much. I can't tell you how delighted I am to be here today. What a fantastic facility and fantastic people. And, I was just thinking as you were doing the intro about how long, I hate to date myself, but all these different, all these different hats that I've had the distinct privilege and opportunity to wear during my public service career, almost 35 years now, Lori. But you know what, I did start out as a young person in politics, and then all of these years, I was just sort of thinking this as you were talking about this. And I'll tell you, really, coming into this facility and hearing this choir in the background, who are so fantastic. They did such I know you kids are not thinking about this, but you can. I started in politics when I was 24 years old. That's not too much older than some of them. And you think, you're going to change the world, and all of these things are going to happen. And you look out at your audience here, and I will tell you that you can build your life standing on the shoulders of what all of these people have done in their entire lifetime. And your stories were so fantastic. This group that is here today is representative of, as you mentioned, the greatest generation. My grandmother was a Rosie the Riveter. I mean, all the men were at war, right? And the women went into the armaments factory and really built the armaments that literally led the world to peace, the entire world to peace, right here in the Arsenal of Democracy in Southeast Michigan. And these are individuals that, went to the PTAs when their children were small and helped build the school districts and helped, start the banks, right? And we're customers of all of these places and the churches and all of the various service organizations. This is what builds a community. This is what builds a community. It builds America, right? And Armada, and I love the term here, you call it the village. Because really, what is a village? I think in all of our minds, a village is people, everybody working together, and we all have a common value and common goals, certainly. And one of them, for America, certainly, is that I think that our country, our society, can be measured in a great amount of the way that we treat the most vulnerable amongst us. And certainly that is our children, but it is also our seniors in a huge degree. And we are an aging demographic. We are an aging population. And I was just mentioning that, years ago you would never find a facility like this anywhere. Anywhere. And now you see, someone you were saying, there's 2,000 of them in Michigan alone. How fantastic. What a wonderful way for our seniors, our precious, precious seniors to age in dignity and to still have fellowship. They're not isolated. They have fellowship here. They have a beautiful, beautiful facility. They're about to have all these goodies here. I'm sure they get fed extraordinarily well here, but it's all part of living well as long as we can. But again, I thought about that with the young people here because it really is a circle of life. It's a circle of life. We are all biological beings. It is a circle of life. And so when you have an opportunity to, as I do, to go around my congressional district, around the state of Michigan, and see some of the, some who do not have an opportunity to come to a facility like this, and then those that do, it certainly points out that those individuals that work in an industry like this, that invest in an industry like this, invest their time and their resources, and all of you that spoke talked about team. And I'm going to tell you, you mentioned about the Secretary of State, and I take a lot of pride in all the technology and various things that I brought there, but I'll tell you what, I don't care how much money you spend on technology or what your business is, at the end of the day, it is always about the people. Mm-hmm. It's people. The people have to buy into the vision of what of where the management, the leadership wants to take something, and then to be able to be judged by your peers, really. I know you kept saying you've got the bronze and you want to go for the gold, and that's great, right? That is fantastic. But to have 2,000 facilities, and I forget how many that are seven out of 2,000. That does not happen every day, nor does it happen by accident. It happens because you have a team of individuals who really do have a vision, who have a dedication, who have a commitment to excellence. And in an industry like this, the excellence is measured by the residents that are here and how they feel about where they are living and how they are being treated with dignity. And that is, as I say, is such a necessary thing because we are all standing on the shoulders of the generations that came after us. And one of the reasons I ever got involved in public service is because you do it really in large part for the next generation, right? All of us. You do it for the next generation. And that's why we are so incredibly blessed, I think, to live in, well, I always say that we live in the most beautiful place in the entire planet, right here in Southeast Michigan, in Macomb County, which we love. But I was just thinking that driving through Armada today with the beautiful old historic homes, many of where some of these residents, I'm sure, came from, and the charm and the character of this area, and that yet they have a facility like this right in their immediate neighborhood to come to as they get to the point where they would like to do such a thing. But Armada really is just sort of a slice of Americana. I think particularly with the snow and everything else, and I think that's what struck me so much with the choir, listening to the Christmas carols, because this is certainly a time of a year when we all, whatever our background is, our religious affiliation, whatever, it's a time when humanity, really, we all come together as a community. It transcends any kind of diversity that we might have. And we think about the spirit of the time, and think about all the tools that the good Lord gave us to meet any challenges that we have as we bid adieu to 2013 and go into 2014, which will be I think a very interesting time for our nation. But at any rate, I have a congressional recognition that I would like to present. And I am just so proud to have a facility like this in the district that I am so proud to represent that has achieved this a bronze award. And again, a recognition by their peer group, which I'm sure was a very exhaustive process to go through. If you're looking at 2,000 different facilities and then narrowing it down. So it is my great honor and privilege to present this. Lori?
Thank you very much.
Thank you very, very much. Thank you very, very much. We sure appreciate it.
Thank you very much for all those kind words, and thank you all for coming. We have a nice spread out there, but now if you wouldn't mind, Congresswoman Miller, to help pin the staff. We have some bronze pins for the staff. I'd like to do that real quick.
Absolutely.
And now I need staff.
Line up first. Congratulations. Good.
Thank you. Oh, yes, that would have been good. I'm going to hand it to you.
Thank you.
No, thanks, Lori. Thank you very much.
Congratulations. Job well done.
I didn't even want to do it. You know why? Because I will poke you. I'm going to just poke you because I will poke you.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thanks, Lori. Okay.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Mr. Shep.
Congratulations.
Thank
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.
There you go.
Thank you.
Hey, how are you? Thank you. Congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Mike, thank you.
Back home. Congratulations. Get right in there.
Where's our friend Ness?
Thank you, buddy.
Get everyone?
Well, we can come. We're taking care of residents.
Very good.
Excellent, thank you so much.
Thank you. Yeah, I really appreciate it.
Special day first.
Thank you very much.
I want to say
I
thanks.
wasn't quite sure I would be here this week, actually.
I know,
But,
a lot going on.
Going on in Washington, yeah, but anyway, so.